Good evening, students. Today, let us start the fourth chapter, digestive system. You know, different kinds of systems are there inside our body. We have skeletal system, circulatory system, respiratory system, reproductive system, etc. Today, we are going to learn about the digestive system. Digestive system help in our nutrition. That is, we take in food and that will be digested and absorbed by our body, and then it is utilized by our body for building up our body. All these processes are done with the help of digestive system. You know that food is the fuel for our body. We get energy. You all hear from your parents that without eating food we will not get energy. So we all know that like the petrol for a car or a bus, we use food as the fuel for our body. Without food we will not have energy for our work. Then another process done with the help of food is, that is, food acting as a building material for our body. We know that to build up a house we need bricks or cement or water. Such things are we use to build a house or a building. We need materials to build it up. Like that, for growth of our body, we need to, for our growth to grow in size, we need materials for our growth. The food we eat become the building material for all living organism to build up their body. Then again, the another point about the food contain the nutrients for our bones or muscle, for our brain and heart. Every nutrient, certain substances are there in the food. We eat different kinds of food. We know that we eat bread, chapati, rice, butter, ghee, vegetables, fruits, meat, eggs, pulses, etc. Different kinds of materials we eat, and we drink many water and other drinks we give to our body for giving different material. All these material contain certain substances that are the nutrients. Then here in the table, why we are eating food, the food provide, which are how the food is helping us. Food give energy to do the work. Then nutrients for growth and repair of damaged cells and tissues. Every day so many repairing takes place inside our body. Usually our outer skin may be exfoliated or fall down after its lifespan. That should be produced from the lower cells. Then sometimes many cells may be damaged by the injury or by our activity. Many cells become damaged. So the repairing of the damaged cells and tissues must take place inside our body. So several kinds of nutrients are needed for our body. Then the food is also giving materials for keeping our healthy and disease free. We know that now in the COVID season, you might have heard that we must have enough vitamin D and vitamin C for resist the COVID germ. We all hear from the media, and many persons are telling that we should consume enough vitamin C and vitamin D that can make us healthy. We can fight to the disease causing germ if we take enough vitamins and minerals. We know that. So the minerals and vitamins are there in the food material. So that material can keep us healthy and disease free. Then each food contain different kinds of nutrients. What is a nutrient? Here one definition is there. You can see the definition. A nutrient can be defined as a constituent of food that help one way or other in the body's function. Nutrient meaning several kinds of nutrients are there in the food. Nutrient is a constituent of food. Nutrients are substances that inside the food that help us in our body functions. For example, if we consume enough rice, that can provide us energy. If we consume protein, that can help our body to build up our body. Then again, if we consume vitamins, that can help us to fight to disease causing germ. So the food may contain different kinds of substances inside it. Let us see the types of nutrients. Here you can see the types of nutrients. The nutrients can be classified into 5 major groups, that are carbohydrates, proteins, fat, minerals, vitamins. That are the 5 nutrients. Let us see what is carbohydrate. Carbohydrate are certain kinds of food that got the name carbohydrate because it contains carbon, hydrogen, oxygen. These kind of atoms or this kind of substance, carbon, hydrogen and oxygen, are more in this kind of food substance. So it got the name carbohydrate. The carbohydrate food that we eat are rice, potato, sugarcane. Sugarcane meaning that sugar we use in our coffee or tea is the cane sugar. Cane sugar is used in our cane sugar meaning കരിമ്പിൽ നിന്ന് കിട്ടുന്ന പഞ്ചസാരയാണ് ഷുഗർ കെയിൻ. Sugar cane is the plant. From that plant we make sugar, that is cane sugar. So these substances, when we consume rice, wheat, etc. From wheat we make chapati. Rice, we boiled rice we eat. Then potato, we make curries or potato chips we are eating. Then we get enough carbohydrate. Carbohydrates are the nutrients that can provide energy. When we walk, run or do our work at home, we get, for running or jumping, we need energy. If we need energy, we must eat enough carbohydrate. That is rice, potato or wheat. The food substances made out of these substances can provide energy. Then again, the next nutrient is protein. Protein is the building material to grow. If we want to grow in size of our body, we must consume protein. If we eat rice only, we will get energy. The growth will not take place. If we want to grow or we want to get enough height or weight for our body, we must consume enough protein. Which are the protein containing food? Pulses, milk, egg, etc. Pulses meaning pea, green peas, etc. green gram or black gram, കടല, പയർ എന്നൊക്കെ നമ്മൾ പറയുന്നതാണ് പൾസസ്. പയർ വർഗ്ഗങ്ങൾ. പൾസസ് പയർ വർഗ്ഗങ്ങൾ. If we consume enough pulses, milk, egg or meat or fish, that can provide enough protein. If we consume enough milk or egg or meat, etc., our body will gain height and weight that can build up our body. So we must daily consume enough protein. Then again, the next constituent or nutrient in the food is fat. Examples of fat are ghee, oil and butter. Ghee എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ നെയ്യ്. Ghee, oil, butter, etc. are fat giving substance that provide energy. Fat can also provide energy, like carbohydrate is providing energy. Like that, if we consume fat, fat also can provide energy. But we cannot eat more fat. We can eat enough carbohydrate, but if we include more fatty substance in our food, that can make digestive problems. We cannot digest fat like the carbohydrate. So we cannot consume more fat like the carbohydrate. That must include in smaller quantity. So fat is ghee, oil, butter, etc. Butter, penna. That substances can give us enough fat. Fat can provide energy like the carbohydrate. Then it again help in insulating the body. Fat can be accumulated below our skin, that may be deposited below our skin, so it can insulate the body, that is protect our body heat. Our body heat will not lose if we have enough fat in our body. It can protect our body by insulating, by keeping the heat of the body. Then again, fat is also a substances included for our cellular membrane. Cell membrane is made up of fat. Then again, our brain and nervous system, it has also fat content. For the healthy brain and our nervous system, we must include enough fat in our body. Then again, the next constituent is mineral. Mineral meaning iron. The substances like iron, sodium, calcium, phosphorus, etc. are examples of mineral. We know that if we have enough iron only, then our blood include a part of the blood cell will be the iron. So if we are not consuming enough iron, our blood will not form. Our body cannot make its blood. So we will have the disease anemia. We cannot take enough oxygen. Without blood cell, our body cannot absorb oxygen. So iron is also necessary. Otherwise, our body cannot make enough blood cell. So we must consume enough iron containing food item. Which are the iron containing food item? We know that certain fruits and vegetables, when we cut, if it contain iron, that can react with the oxygen in the atmosphere and can turn into brown color. You might have observed when we cut apple or brinjal or even the banana, when we cut it and keep it open for some time, that will turn into brown color. That is the iron inside the fruit is reacting with the oxygen in the atmosphere, that is turning brown. So we can easily find out which fruits or vegetables are containing enough iron in it. Then again, many leafy vegetables also have enough iron inside it. So we must consume such food for healthy body or healthy blood. For then sodium is help us to function for our proper functioning of the nervous system. The mineral sodium is very necessary. Many impulses, when we touch or when we see, that impulse is passing like a current to our brain. That sodium and potassium ion that have certain electric charge inside it, so it can conduct the messages to our brain. So sodium is necessary for functioning of our nervous system. Then again, it is sodium also contained in our blood. We know that blood also tastes salty because of the presence of sodium chloride in it. So then again, calcium. We know that without calcium, our bones have enough strength because of the presence of mineral calcium. Calcium and phosphorus is present inside the bone, that is giving hardness to the bone. If we want enough strong bones, we must consume enough calcium and phosphorus. If we take enough leafy vegetable or milk or fish, etc., we will get enough calcium for our body. They have enough roles. Each mineral have specific role inside our body. Then again, vitamins. Vitamins are needed for the functioning of the body. Without vitamins, our body cannot fight with the germs entering into it. Then it helps us for healthy skin or for the absorption of minerals, etc. Vitamin A, B, C, D, E, etc. are necessary. K, such vitamins are there. They are necessary for healthy body. Then again, another thing you have to learn is certain nutrients are known as macronutrient. Macronutrient meaning that nutrients we need in large quantity, that is carbohydrate, fat, proteins are required in large quantities inside our body. So they are known as macronutrients. Carbohydrate meaning rice or chapati, fat, protein, etc. So we must consume these nutrients in larger quantity. Our body need it in large quantity. And minerals and vitamins we need only in very small quantity. If we consume more than enough, that may cause some problem. So we need to eat fruits containing vitamins only in small quantity. So that kind of nutrients are known as micronutrients. If we consume a lot of vitamins, that can cause some certain problems. That need daily we need vitamin C, D, etc. But in small quantity only we need. Such nutrients are known as micronutrients. Then again, I have to tell you that on the next class I shall conduct a test paper on the previous chapter. You should learn the previous chapter. The cell you have to learn thoroughly. On next class I will conduct a test paper. Thank you for listening the class.